TikTok is not known for having good trends on the platform. Pretty much every trend you see on TikTok is either the dumbest thing you've ever seen in your life or just really, really dangerous. Like, for example, the most recent one, besides what we're talking about today, was the one where people would jump out of a boat head first. And guess what? A lot of people broke their necks doing that because turns out jumping into water, which is denser than air, with your head first, with behind a boat, is not a good idea. Who would have thought, right? Personally, this might be mean to say, I think that kind of stuff is more like natural selection doing its work, okay? That is obviously a dumb thing to do. Like, there's a reason there's training montages in shows and anime where people stand under waterfalls, okay? It's a hard thing to endure. It's a difficult thing to deal with. And everybody on Earth who has ever had a glass of water should know that water is heavy, okay? It's not something you can just move around easily. Water is a dense, heavy thing. So if you're gonna jump into a body of water head first behind a boat that is also creating current, you're not the smartest person alive, okay? You're not that smart. And at that point, that's just, you know, the world doing its thing. People do dumb things and they don't exist anymore because of it. And honestly, that's just kind of how it works. It's always kind of worked that way. There's a reason species evolve. It's because the ones that are bad die off. Like pandas, for example, are kind of a stupid species, okay? I've talked about them before on Spattins. I made a whole video about why they should probably just go extinct. We only keep them alive because they're cute. And basically, pandas have a digestive system that is more catered towards meat. And they refuse to eat meat, and they just eat bamboo instead. They're probably mid-evolution, but them only eating bamboo means they sleep for like 18 hours a day, and they're only fertile like once or twice a year. They are not primed for survival. They just aren't. Back in the topic of like actual TikTok trends and stuff, I strayed way off course. There's a new TikTok trend called NPC streaming. I don't know if they've labeled it that themselves or if that's just what everyone else has labeled it, but I'm sure they know what they're doing because there's no way people like this actually exist. They are 100% playing a character. But basically, it's where people just act like they have no brain at all. Like the only thing in their head is a brain stem. That's it. That is the whole trend. For some reason, people really like watching this. And honestly, if you actively participate in these live streams, you need to get your head checked. You might actually have smooth brain syndrome, which I found out today is a real thing. I always thought it was just a saying, and there was one species on Earth with a smooth brain, and it's koalas. But no, it's like actually a real condition where a person is born with like less folds in their brain, and they are basically smooth brain. I had no idea it was real. But here's a short clip from one of these live streams, because I think you should understand what I'm talking about in depth.
Ice cream so good. It was you, Max. Pop, amazing. Ice cream so good. Ugh.
And as you can see, that is peak brain damage. If you are actively engaging in these live streams, you need to seek help, okay? There's like a whole conspiracy theory that China sent TikTok to the US to like make us stupider, and I thought it was like insane to begin with. I think in the US, we just have more freedoms, so we gravitate towards dumb things because people like dumb things, okay? I'm not above this. I also like dumb things, okay? My vice is isekai, okay? It's trash. I'm fully aware it's trash, but I enjoy it, okay? I'm not gonna defend my trashy isekai taste because I know it's trash, but I didn't believe that conspiracy theory because it's kind of out there, right? And it's not the craziest thing in the world, but it's also like, really though? It's so many steps to get to that point, and I just don't see it as being like the most realistic thing. But at this point, I'm kind of convinced it's true because, dude, what is this? This is not content. This is brain damage. This is brain damage you can watch. And obviously this person who does the live streams is not brain damage. They are just appealing to all the brain damage individuals who are watching this. There's a clip of them breaking character where they talk French supposedly to their kid. I don't speak French, so I don't know if it's actually their kid or not they're talking to, if it's somebody else. That's just what I read, and I can't really double check that because I don't speak French. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, I really don't get the appeal. For most things, I can understand the appeal of something like blowing up, like even if it's stupid. Like, I understand why people like SS Sniper Wolf. I never will. I think she's not even that great of a person, if we're gonna be honest. But I get the appeal with it, even though I think it is like bottom tier content. And also, apparently, Sniper Wolf doesn't even like react to videos in her reaction videos. From what I understand, she just reads a Google Docs document that has a script on it. I could be wrong on that. I saw it a while ago and I tried to find like proof for it, but I couldn't. But I hear people bring it up a lot. And like given her content, I kind of see it. Like I understand how that could be perceived. So maybe it's true, but who knows? Anyways, I understand why people like Sniper Wolf. I get it, okay? I don't agree with it. I don't align with it, but I understand why she has viewers. With this kind of stuff, I actually have no idea. Why? Why do you watch this? I would ask if somebody in the audience watches this kind of content, maybe you watch it as like a spectacle kind of thing. Like, oh, what is this weird thing? This is so bizarre. But if you're actively engaged in like watching the content for the content, what is the substance in the content, if any at all? Like, what are you getting out of it? Because to me, it's just somebody who's acting like they're literally brain dead. I don't understand. Like, I can't imagine you watching that kind of content if you're like above the age of 3. I don't know. Lego sets are rated for 3 and up, right? Like, build Legos or something. Like, what the hell? There's also somebody else who does these streams called Cherry Crush. And she does like the same thing where she just acts like an NPC. Here's a clip.
Ice cream, yum. Kiki Plus.
And like, guys, I really just don't understand what the appeal is. Is this like just the end of humanity? Like, is that what we're looking at here? Is this like the final boss? Like, not turning into brain dead, I don't know, bugs or something? That didn't make much sense, but you get my point, right? Like, I really don't know how you could watch this if you have a functioning brain. Like, I am genuinely confused as to why this is a trending thing. I don't really understand the appeal of TikTok live streaming to begin with, especially from a creator perspective. My understanding is that you don't get paid anything to stream on TikTok. So like, maybe I'm wrong about that, but like, I don't really get it. I know TikTok's really good for like exposure and like immediate growth, but like, it doesn't really translate to anything, especially since TikTok is a pretty greedy company and takes a huge cut from creators. So I don't really understand why you would stream on TikTok to begin with. And then I don't really get the viewer experience because personally, if I'm out and about, I don't want to like watch a stream. That's like the last thing I want to do. Like, maybe I'm the minority in that regard, but like when I'm out and about, I don't really check social media. Maybe occasionally if I'm like really bored or something, but like I generally don't. And if I want to watch a live stream, I just watch it on my computer because it's a more like grounded experience, I guess. And I can do other things with the stream in the background, like, I don't know. But I genuinely have no idea what the appeal to this content is. Maybe it's a psyop. Maybe the FBI is doing some funny stuff, or the CIA or something, because like, dude, I have no idea how this exists. Like, are the people watching this real people? Like, if you're engaging with this content, are you even like alive? Can we call you a person? Like, I'm not throwing shade towards the people doing this because they're just playing the game. And like, clearly it's working for them in some regard. But like, dude, if you're watching this, are you okay? Like, do you need somebody to talk to? Because like, it's so brain dead. What is the appeal, man? It's just so brain dead. Like, what is the appeal? I genuinely don't know. It also must be like a little bit depressing to be streaming this kind of stuff and have people watching it because you're like, wow, my job is literally just acting brain dead for like 6 hours a day. It has to take some kind of toll, I imagine, because God, if that was me, I'd find the nearest bridge, man. Like, but that's been the video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like and subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter @Spence1 and click the entries and check out more of my content, and have a good one.